So the topic is pronouns. So this is the outlook, just a plan for the PPT. First is we will be talking about what is a pronoun, then types of pronouns, and the last thing will be stop and check. Here I have some tasks for you. So at first, what is a pronoun? Maybe you already know about it. Pronouns are used in place of nouns, so their function is to replace the noun. The purpose of pronouns is to avoid repetition and make sentence easier to understand. So pronouns are really good things to replace the noun to avoid repetition. For example, maybe you have to use one name a lot of times in one sentence. So in order to avoid it, pronouns help us. Some of the most common pronouns to remember when learning English as a second language are he, she, it, they, and this. These are the most common used pronouns in English language. The 7 types of pronouns. There are 7 types of pronouns that both English and English as a second language writers must recognize. First one is personal pronoun, demonstrative pronoun, interrogative pronoun, relative pronoun, indefinite pronoun, reflexive pronoun, and the intensive one. So let's start from the first one. Personal pronouns refer to a specific person or thing. Their form changes to indicate a person, number, gender, case. So this means that personal pronouns you can change or you can choose personal pronouns according to a person. For example, this is maybe the third person. So you choose he. This is the first person, you choose I, or number. If there is one thing, you say it, or gender. Maybe if this is a boy, you say he, or if this is a girl, you say she, or maybe case. Case – это падеж. Так, personal pronouns are divided into following categories. So this means that even personal pronoun, the first type, has 3 categories: subjective one, objective, and possessive. Subjective, this is just the most common used pronouns that act as the subject. So subject pronouns, these are called subjective. If you are learning English as a second language, remember that the subjective personal pronouns are I, you, she, he, it, you, and they. For example, I walked directly to the party. You showed up late. She was annoyed. He thought you had forgotten. We know you were just behind. Значит, he, she, we, I, they. These are subjective pronouns. So it's time to objective pronouns. They act as an object, not the subject. If you are learning English as a second language, remember that objective pronouns are me, you, her, him, it, us, you, and them. The police officer told my brother and me to slow down. So here is police officer is the subject and me is object. That's why I cannot be used here. So me is object. That's why me is used. He pointed to the pedestrians and said to be careful of them. Again, he is the subjective pronoun, them is the objective one. Then the police officer said that there are a lot of speedy motorists like us. So again, police officer is the subject here, us is the object. Possessive pronouns. So these possessive pronouns show possession. So one thing belongs to one person. This is possession. They define a person or number of people who owns a particular object. So they are mine, yours, his, its, ours, and theirs. For example, is this book yours or his? So here yours, his, this is possessive one. All the books are mine. So nobody's house has as many books as theirs, not even ours. You see that after possessive pronouns, no words can be put. So the possessive pronouns should be the last words in the sentence. So demonstrative pronouns. These pronouns point. This is the second big type. They point and identify a noun or a pronoun. So they don't name the thing. They are used to point one thing. This and these refer to the things that are nearby in space or time, while that or those refer to the things that are farther away in space or further away in time. So this means that this, as you know, this and that is used for singular nouns. These and those are used for plural nouns. And if something is nearby you, space or time. So this and these are used. If something is farther or further, we use that or those. This is a dress I will wear. That is the one I wore yesterday. That's not true. Please pay for those. So next one, interrogative pronouns. You know, students maybe if you don't know about this about it earlier, you can think that you could think that what, who, which, why, just these are just question words, maybe WH question words, but in fact they are also pronouns, but interrogative one. So interrogative pronouns are used to ask questions, so they play a big role in making up questions. The interrogative pronouns are who, whom, which, or what. If you are learning English, so you should know that who and whom referred to people, which to things and animals. Who acts as a subject, whom acts as an object. So if you are talking about people, you can use who and whom. If you are talking about things or animals, you can use which. So if the word who is used, this is subject. If the word whom is used, this is object. For example, which is the best restaurant? We are talking about restaurant, that's why which is used here, not who. What did he tell you? Whom should we invite? Inviting a person, that's why we used whom. Next one is relative one. Relative pronoun. This is used to link one phrase or clause to another phrase or clause. As you see, there are words which remind us question words, but this is not about making questions. These are to relating clauses or phrases. Who, whom, that, which. The compounds whoever, whomever, whichever are commonly used relative pronouns. So whoever, this is this means that it can be someone, but we don't know who. Whomever, this is about objective also, and whichever, this is also something we don't know what is the thing. Whoever added the bill made a mistake. The bill, which included all our meals, was larger than expected. The waiter who served us doesn't know how to add. So next type is, this is indefinite pronouns. Indefinite pronouns refer to an identifiable but not specified person or thing. So this is identifiable. This means that you maybe know this person or this thing, but you don't know exactly, not specified. An indefinite pronoun conveys the idea of all, any, none, or some. So they are the following: all, another, any, anybody, anyone, anything, each, everybody, everyone, everything, few, many, nobody, none, one, several, some, somebody, someone. As you know that the word, if the word starts with any, anybody, anyone, anything, this means that someone whom we don't know. Yes, if the word consists of every, this means that it includes all the things. For example, everyone in the class, so each student in the class. Everything in the room, each thing in the room, for example. Yes, if the word consists of the part of no, nobody, no one. Yes, so, or nothing. Yes, this is no other thing. This means that no one thing. And somebody and someone also to talk about something we don't know. For example, everybody got lost on the way there. So each person got lost, yes? Somebody forgot to bring the map. Someone, we don't know who. No wonder so few showed up. Few, this is also, we don't know the number, just few. Maybe two, maybe five, yes? So reflexive pronouns, this is also commonly used one. So they refer back to the subject, to the clause or sentence. So they're closely connected with the subject. So the reflexive pronouns used in writing English as myself, yourself, herself, himself, itself, ourselves, yourselves, themselves. So, you know, as you have noticed, maybe you knew about it earlier, if the word is in plural, I mean, if the pronoun is in plural, so you you change F into VES. So that's why this is not ourself, but ourselves, yourselves and themselves. And here, to yourself, first one is about you, just a second person, and in singular. And yourselves, this is about second person, but in plural. For example, she baked a cake for herself. So she did it herself. She did it. We decided to eat it ourselves. Yes. We heard her say they should be ashamed of themselves. So this is the last type, but this is really close and almost identical to reflexive one. Intensive pronouns, these are used to emphasize their antecedent. Intensive pronouns identical form to reflexive. So the form is identical, but the function is a little bit different. So I myself find pronouns fascinating. You see, myself is really close to myself in reflexive one, but there is a difference that this one is used together with the pronoun, not at the end of the sentence, but together, and also shows that you did it. For example, this person did this action. For example, I myself find pronouns, not anyone, just not any other person, just myself. They themselves think everyone should know about pronouns, and you yourself should tell everyone how great pronouns are. For example, you, but not another person, you yourself should tell everyone. All right, here, right now, we will have just tasks for different types of pronouns. So please,
there is someone.
yes, someone. The first one is correct. Second one, which will be the answer? What will be the answer?
There is not anybody in the garden.
Anybody.
All right. Third one.
Anybody.
Three. Number three.
There is nobody at the
Nobody.
Nobody. Yes, because it's closed. So next one. So
Somebody.
I'm going to visit.
Anywhere.
Who are you going?
Anywhere.
Nobody.
Somewhere.
Nobody.
Somewhere.
I think this is somebody. Yes. So let's check. Yes, this is somebody. So what's happening? I don't know. What will be the answer?
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Yes. Do you know
Anybody.
anybody? Of course, because this is a question, right? Who did you meet?
Anyone.
No.
Nobody.
Nobody. The party was
Nobody.
over.
Over.
Yes. So, and the last one is we couldn't see that. So next exercise. It's too dark. I can't see
Anything.
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 Yes.
Anybody.
No, anything. This is about something, anything, and nothing. That's why. So, what did Jane say?
Nothing. She
Nothing.
didn't say anything.
Yes, right, Joy. Yes, she didn't say anything. I want.
Something.
Yeah, something to drink because I'm thirsty, right? So this bag is empty.
There is nothing in it.
Yes,
Nothing.
nothing because empty. So there is to do this city. I'm bored.
Nothing to do.
Nothing to do in this city. I want to read.
Something about Steve Jobs.
Yes,
Something
you are right.
about Steve Jobs.
You are right because this is about Steve Jobs. I'll buy a book about him. Do you know?
Anything
about
Anything. Of course, anything. So, next one. This is to fill in the gaps with who, which, and where. Let's do that one by one, okay? This is a boy had an accident.
Who? Hannah.
Who, of course. Who, because this is about boy. Yesterday I saw a car.
Which was really old.
Of course. Next one. Mandy is a girl.
Which
Which and more. Uh-huh.
who
Who? I think there will be whom. Whom. There is no this kind of option, but the answer will be whom. Mandy is the girl whom I met on Friday. So next one, the robber stole the car.
Which?
Yes, which? Because we are talking about the car, yes? The robber stole the car which the lady had parked in front of the supermarket. So next one. What will be the
Who
answer?
is sitting on the beach?
Okay, so one more time. Can you read the sentence, please?
Can I talk to the girl who is sitting on the bench?
Yes, right, yeah. Good job. Next one. Next person. Other people, please be active.
This is the hotel where I always stay when I go to Paris.
Yes, right, you are. Thank you. Next person.
Where is the bottle of Coke which I bought this morning?
Of course. Next one. Mr. Jones. Who is going to read about him?
Mr. Jones, who is a taxi
Who is a
driver,
taxi
lives on
driver?
the corner.
Yes. Ну-ка. Так, Севара, Чамиле, Hurmatbek, Bibiхан. You are going to read.
This is the girl who comes from Spain.
Yes, thank you. Others? Next person?
That is Peter, the friend who has just arrived at the airport.
And the last one? So, what is the last one? The
The
shopping.
place. The shopping center is a place where you can buy a lot of things.
Yes, right, yeah. Good job. So, that was the last slide.